Possessing a permanent voter's card is a duty to all citizens. Please ensure you acquire yours. Good evening, you're listening to Freedom Global News on 99.5 FM. I am Hauwa Adamu Kiyawa. Today is the 16th of November 2021, which is equivalent to the 11th of Rabiul Thani 1443 after Hijri. And now the news in full. The Senate and House of Representatives have intervened in the diplomatic row between Nigeria and the United Arab Emirates. According to them, it is having a negative impact on Nigerians amid the work permit restriction and other challenges they face in the Arabian country. The matter formed one of the major subjects of deliberation during Tuesday's plenary at both chambers of the National Assembly in Abuja. In its resolution, the Senate mandated its Committees on Foreign Affairs, Presidential Task Force (PTF) on COVID-19, National Security, as well as Intelligence and Interior, respectively, to interface with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and National Intelligence Agency (NIA) on best ways of resolving the dispute and report back to the lawmakers within 2 weeks. The House of Representatives, on its part, set up an ad hoc committee to liaise with relevant government agencies and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs over the treatment of Nigerians by the UAE authorities. The World Bank says that the destruction caused by the Boko Haram sect caused economic activities in the northeastern part of the country to decline by 50%. The multilateral institution noted that Adamawa, Borno, and Yobe states, which are in the Lake Chad region, saw economic activities decline from 10 to 14% between 2009 and 2013, adding that the region has recorded 50% decline in activities from 2018. Lead economist, World Bank, and co-author of the report, Mr. Marco Hernandez, stated this while speaking at the launch of the Lake Chad Regional Economic Memorandum. He noted that in northern Nigeria, 50% or more of crop yields have been affected as a result of conflict, that economic activity has fallen, and the large reduction in economic activity has become even more apparent with time. Furthermore, for the region to grow, the bank called for enhanced trade, improved infrastructure to move people, goods and services, improved governance, and management of natural resources. The Kano State government says it will focus on food security in the year 2022 so that vulnerable people can access foodstuff at a lower price. The Kano State Commissioner of Agriculture and Natural Resources, Alhaji Nasir Yusuf Gawuna, made this known today shortly after the ministry's budget defense before the Kano State House of Assembly Standing Committee on Agriculture. The commissioner, who was represented by the permanent secretary of the ministry, Alhaji Balaraba Hassan Karai, said the ministry is also targeting to boost the livestock development in its 2022 proposed budget.
Our concern now is for our people to have access to what they will eat on daily basis. Other than that, we equally talked about nutrition. You know, the state has a nutrition policy and multi-sectoral plan of action. We made sure that the issue of nutrition is fully captured in our budget. Equally, we talked about the issue of livestock development and other World Bank projects like SAPZ, LPRES, APILS, and what have you. All were incorporated in our budget.
On his part, the Managing Director, Kano State Agricultural and Rural Development Authority, Dr. Junaidi Yakubu Muhammad, said the agency will propose new techniques of modern farming in its proposed budget.
You know, this year we have a lot of challenges where the rainfall ends before the time that was expected, in which some of the vital important crops do not reach the time where they can produce the actual yield that we are expecting. But at the agency level, actually, we propose so many things. We have come up with a lot of strategy and the approach, especially in the area to intensify the dry season cultivation through irrigation, providing the irrigation facilities to our farmers. And we also introduced a concept of smart agriculture, whereby we are going to produce a seed that has a very high yield within the shortest period of time.
Correspondent Awal Hassan Fagir reports that the Permanent Secretary and Managing Director were accompanied by staff of different parastatals. And in the sporting arena, the Nigerian Navy has commenced the process of identifying naval personnel who are polo players and polo enthusiasts, towards the establishment of its polo club. Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Hauwa Adamu, made this revelation at the weekend during the closing ceremony of the 9th polo tournament held at Kefi Polo Ranch, emphasizing that this would contribute to the development of the game of polo in Nigeria. Correspondent Muhammad San Uba has details of this and other sports updates.
Awal Gambo recalled that the Nigerian Navy family was formally introduced to the game of polo through a polo tournament organized by the Guard Brigade Polo Club as part of the event for the Chief of the Naval Staff Annual Conference 2021. Admiral Gambo observed that as a team sport, the game highlights the importance of building strong communication, developing leadership skills, and teamwork among the players. The Chief of the Naval Staff lauded the organizers of the polo tournament for organizing the event, which was in support of educational development in Nigeria. In another update, Rivers United will now have to play their CAF Confederation playoff match against Al Masry of Egypt on November 28 at the Imba International Stadium in Aba after their own home ground was banned for being substandard. Rivers United home ground, the Adokie Amesmaka Stadium in Port Harcourt, last month hosted a Champions League clash against Al Hilal of Sudan. Meanwhile, Eyimba coach Finidi George said the People's Elephant are focused on their preparation toward the CAF Confederation Cup playoff tie against Al Ittihad of Libya amid report linking former Super Eagles keeper John Obi Mikel to the ABBA-based outfit. George, who disclosed that their program ahead of their two-legged encounter with the Libyan side was going according to plans, noted that report linking Mikel to Imba were untrue. And on tennis, former British number one Carl Edmund will miss next month's Battle of the Brit event in Scotland because of continuing issues with his left knee. Edmund has not played a match since October 2020, having first experienced issues during the 2018 season. Muhammad San Uba, Freedom Radio.
The global news is coming to you from Freedom Radio 99.5 FM. You can send your comments, opinions, and watch us live on Freedom Radio Nigeria on Facebook.com. You can get the link to the page on our website, www.freedomradioenergy.com.
Ba za ka iya zuwa gurin sallah ba saboda mura da majina. Lalle ka sha maganin Mixagrip saboda samun sauki daga ciwon mura da kuma majina. Mixagrip yana da sinadarin paracetamol da kuma phenylephrine.
Mixagrip an yi shi da dangantaccen kamfanin magani mai suna Orange Drugs Limited. Idan ka ji alamomin mura da majina bayan kwana 3, ka je asibiti ka ga likita. Mixagrip, kar ka tsallake rana.
Welcome back. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, has invited the Ministers of Finance and Education of the planned strike by Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU. He made the announcement on Tuesday at the plenary while the House was debating on the need to intervene to prevent the strike. Gbajabiamila said that he would meet with the ministers and the leadership of ASU to resolve the disagreement between the union and government. Moving the motion earlier, Representative Julius Inovaberry said that ASU was threatening to proceed on another industrial action on a matter that had been on the front burner for so long. The Kano State government says over 1,500 babies were born in October of 2021 at the Murtala Mama Specialist Hospital alone. The chairman of the Kano State Hospitals Management Board, Nasiru Al-Hassan Kabu, made a statement at a quarter meeting of the commission to review the work being done in hospitals in the state. Safar Tijana Adam reports.
The chairman of the Kano State Hospital Management Board, Alhaji Nasir Alhassan Kabo, said more than 150 women have under cesarean section of childbirth, adding that the management will monitor all delivery sites to ensure that the good and emergency kit reach everyone.
There are what we call thematic areas and a checklist that these supervisors go to this hostel and look at what is happening along the line of these thematic areas, from the general administration, each facility, to the physical structure.
Speaking on the occasion, Dr. Suleiman Mudi Hamza, Medical Director, Kano State Hospital Management Board, said the availability of medicine will play a role in addressing the current challenges.
The figure is also high in other facilities because the services have improved, antenatal services are easily accessible, and we have skilled healthcare providers that take deliveries in our facility.
The head of obstetric and gynecology at Murtala Muhammad Hospital, Hajjaiya Halliru Haruna, said more than 190 babies were born in September, while in October more than 150 were born, noting that the maternity ward needs some attention from stakeholders.
Murtala is a very large facility with the highest number of delivery. We've seen this is going to make a long way in reducing the burden of it will serve as an emergency before patients can even start procuring some of the things that are not available.
The items were distributed to Murtala Muhammad Specialist Hospital and Bichi General Hospital, as well as Jain Hospital and other hospitals under its jurisdiction in Kano. Safara Tijana Adam, Freedom Radio.
For tomorrow's weather forecast in some cities in Nigeria and part of Niger Republic, here's the report.
Kano tomorrow morning is expected to have sunny and light wind at an average temperature of 19 degrees Celsius and later change to 34 degrees Celsius with sunny and light wind. Katsina will experience similar weather condition at an average temperature of 19 degrees Celsius with sunny and light wind. Kaduna is expected to have sunny and light wind at an average temperature of 20 degrees Celsius and later change to 31 degrees Celsius. Abuja is expected to have sunny intervals and light wind at an average temperature of 23 degrees Celsius and later increase to 31 degrees Celsius. Lagos will experience sunny intervals and light wind at an average temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and later turn to 31 degrees Celsius with light clouds and light wind. Moving to Niger Republic, Maradi is expected to have sunny and light wind at an average temperature of 21 degrees Celsius and later increase to 36 degrees Celsius with sunny and light wind, while Zindar is expected to have similar weather condition at an average of 22 degrees Celsius and later turn to 36 degrees Celsius with sunny and light wind. Mariam Zbergaya, Freedom Radio.
And on business, Muhammad Abba Abdullahi has updates.
The Director General of National Office for Technology Acquisition and Promotion, Azumi Ibrahim, says that the Naira will continue to be weak if country remains largely dependable on the importation of foreign technologies. Ibrahim stated this during at the inauguration of the agency's Northeast Zonal Office at the Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University, Bauchi State. He added that if the nation will continue to import foreign technologies and not exporting, there is no way economy will grow, as all nations are judged based on their capacity to bring on new innovations and technologies. Meanwhile, the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, LCCI, has called on federal, state, and local government to ensure they create an enabling business environment for businesses to succeed. The president of LCCI, Ms. Toki Mobogunje, made the call at the closing ceremony of 2021 Lagos International Trade Fair, urging governments to address the issues of enabling environment in the country as regards infrastructure, insecurity, and right policies. According to her, Nigeria needs to do this in order to fully harness the urge enterprise and the resources of domestic and foreign investors for the diversification of its economy. Muhammad Abba Abdullahi, Freedom Radio.
And on the foreign scene, Ugandan police said suicide bombers have targeted the Ugandan capital, Kampala, killing at least 3 people and injuring more than 30 others. 3 attackers on motorbikes blew themselves up near Parliament and the city's police headquarters. The number of dead is likely to rise, with the blast leaving body parts strewn in the streets. Officials blamed the attacks on the Allied Democratic Force, an armed group based in the DR Congo. And with this, we've come to the end of today's Global News. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Hauwa Adamu Kiyawa. Enjoy the rest of your evening.